on, guys, let's go fishing.
All right.
Hey, Bryn, there's already one down here.
Come on, Bryn. Should we try to catch a fish?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what's down this way.
Hi, I'm Bob Jensen. This is Fishing the Midwest. Thanks for stopping by. We're going after smallmouth bass today, and I'm going to be trying a new rod. It's the Cabela's Bass Tournament ZX drop shot rod. We're going to be with Mike Frisch. He says the bass are on a drop shot bite. He says we can also catch them on impulse tubes. First though, it's smallmouth bass. It's the fall drop shot rigs. Here we go. The Midwest is blessed with many, many good fishing opportunities. Walleyes and panfish and catfish and pike are everywhere, and some of the best largemouth bass fishing in the world can be found right here also. A fish that isn't on the radar screen of many anglers is the smallmouth bass, and that's okay. It just leaves more smallmouth for those of us who like to catch them. Smallmouth fight like no other freshwater fish of similar size, and when they want to get caught, they're pretty easy to fool. Mike Frisch is an outstanding angler and has some good ideas for catching smallmouth. Today, Mike's going to share some of those ideas. It's autumn, it's windy, winter is on the way, and the smallmouth are eating our baits.
Hey, Bob?
Yes,
I think that's a fish.
I think so too. It's a pretty good one too.
Yeah, it is. Need some help?
Well, no, I'll get him.
Okay.
It is a nice one.
Oh, look at that guy.
I know it.
Oh, there you go. Can you get him, Bob?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I like this spot already.
Chunk, isn't it?
Right there where you should have it too. Japers.
Woo! Nice, Bob.
Right there. Isn't that interesting? Do they follow it to the boat or what?
I think so. Oh, this is a big one.
I mean, they are not scared of the boat, are they?
No, not at all, Bob. Let's net this one. This is
So
big.
many of them hit in 6 feet of water with 10 feet of line out.
Yep. This is a big fish here. Oh. Ah. Oh.
Get him closer, Mike.
There we go. Ah, he's not huge, but look at that.
But they are not scared of the boat.
No, not at all. Fish are not scared of the boat. Some of them I can actually see on the depth finder and keep that bait right in front of them and they'll eat it.
They're all just such nice fish, 16 to 18 inches, something like that. What that's about. Yeah, he rolled on it. He got it in his mouth and rolled up in it. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I like him. He came back.
He came back.
And they do that quite a bit, don't they?
They do.
You miss them, or they hit and spit, and then they come right back. Whoa.
Lucky for us that they come right back.
Put her down there again. Interesting. He got that bait and then he rolled up in it. Now, he just fought funny. We're drop shotting today. Drop shotting is a technique we use quite a bit. You tie a drop shot hook onto your line, leaving a tag end anywhere from 12 to about 20 inches. Then you attach a sinker below the hook. It's really important that you tie your rig so the hook rides up. You'll hook more fish by doing so. We're using larger baits today, mostly 4-inch impulse smelt minnows and impulse ringworms.
Come on, boy. There we go. Thanks, Bob.
You know, Mike, so much of the time we think of drop shotting as being a finesse presentation. They do it a lot with real light line out west. But today, this is not finesse. We're using big baits. How come?
This time of the year, Bob, the fish are on a feeding frenzy as we head into winter. I mean, they have to eat. So the bigger baits, I mean, if they're only gonna eat a few times a day, they're gonna eat big baits. And this time of the year especially, I like the big baits. Now during the middle of the summer, spring, I'll go more finesse. This time of the year, big profile, big baits. How's that one, Bob?
He thinks he's big, and he is a nice one, but japers. They just think they're so They just are. And I switched colors, Mike. I went to a different color. And you were telling me earlier about the importance of scent. And you think there's something there, don't you?
I do, Bob. I really believe there is something to scent. And out of all the fish species, at least the ones that I fish for, I believe smallmouth like the scented baits just as well, if not better, than the other species. Especially during the cold water period, spring and fall, it really seems to make a difference. You know, we're using these impulse scented plastics, scented soft baits, and they are just dynamite. The fish hit them, they're attracted to that scent. When they hit it, they grab it and they hold on to it.
Ah, that's just a good time. So far, I'm really liking this rod. Nice limber tip that makes it a little forgiving, but the bass are biting. When we come back, we'll catch some more. Stay tuned. Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Impulse. Excite the bite with scent, color, and action. Clear Lake, Iowa Chamber of Commerce. Stay at the shore and explore. Salmo. Insist on Salmo. I started using Salmo Hornets more and more a few years ago, and in those few years, I'm catching more and more fish. There's just something about a hornet that makes a walleye or a bass or a panfish or whatever want to eat it. Hornets have a lifetime guarantee, and they're hand-tuned so they run perfect right out of the box. Cabela's has an outstanding selection of Hornets in the best sizes and colors, and the folks at Cabela's can tell you which ones are the hottest. Salmo didn't invent the crankbait, they just perfected it. Insist on Salmo at Cabela's.
Impulse soft baits. 143% more effective than the competition.
And the best alternative to live bait.
Unique colors, actions, scent.
Impulse soft plastics catch more fish, period. I enjoy making good food, but I would rather fish than cook, even when it's 10 below zero. That's why my family and I invented the Dakota Grill. We let the grill do all the work. I just set the temperature and my grill does the rest. Whether I smoke, grill, barbecue, or bake, your meats will always be juicy, flavorful, and healthy. Visit dakotagrills.com for recipes, cooking videos, and more, and unleash your inner chef.
Evinrude E-Tech has been outperforming four-stroke engines for years. But what about the latest 150 four-strokes that claim to deliver two-stroke-like torque? See the proof for yourself. Get your free DVD now and watch how the two-stroke Evinrude E-Tech 150 outpulls and out-accelerates the four-stroke competition. See how it wins when it comes to maintenance, ease of winterization, and more. Evinrude E-Tech is the true champion. Go to evinrude150challenge.com and get your free DVD now.
Welcome back to Fishing the Midwest. There's a lot of mud hens in the water, also known as coot. That means the bass should be biting. Let's see if they continue.
Ooh, coming up. Whoa, 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 stay here. Whoa. I think this is a bigger one.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
7 feet of water and the sun's shining bright.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Yeah,
See
there's a
him
nice
catch the
one.
weeds there?
Yeah.
Right on that transition. Bob?
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. Right?
Ooh, he's fat too. He's
Yes.
been eating.
Yes. Oh, look at that. Yep. Right where the weeds go into hard bottom.
Fishing makes me hungry, and there's not much better than something off a Dakota grill. Let's see what Adam Sorensen has in the menu today. Adam, one of my favorite things is pulled pork. And you told me you know how to do that?
Absolutely. We're going to start some right now. I already loaded the smoker tray with lilac wood, and now we're going to put the just a pork butt bone in, season it up nicely all the way around. Stick the probe in. So first thing we're going to do is turn it on. We'll set our grill temperature at 320. That's a very good temperature to smoke at. We're going to set the timer now for 40 minutes. And that's all the time we need to put a very nice smoke flavor on. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes now. Looks like it's, yep, there, just switched to warm. And now what we're going to do is we're going to set our grill temperature down to 240 degrees. Now we're going to set our probe temperature down to 140. 140 is food safe. This is the moisture adjustment. Normally we just leave it set right here on number 2. If you have too much moisture, you can open it up. Of course, that's not our problem. We're cooking for a very long time, so we need to minimize our moisture loss. And what I'm going to do is stuff a little tin foil in here and close it down all the way. So it's completely sealed at this point. And that'll hold all that moisture until morning. The pulled pork we started last night is now ready. First thing we're going to do is add a little apple jelly on it. And this will act to add some moisture back in.
So Adam, this pork has been in here 16 hours and the exterior of the grill is not even hot.
That's right, Bob. It's kid safe, it's all insulated, and that also gives you even temperatures throughout, which means it cooks very evenly. Let's take a look. Let's go ahead and pull this off, shred it up. See, it's beautiful pulled pork here.
The pork is shredded, now what?
Now we add some barbecue sauce. Use whatever you like. My all-time favorite is Old West. All right, Bob, see what you think of this.
Good job, Adam. I've got a Dakota grill that I really enjoy. It's easy to use and the food that comes off it is outstanding. Now let's catch another smallmouth. Oh, another nice one. Look at, oh boy. Whoa.
Is that fun or what?
It is, yeah. Can you handle him or you want to net him?
Yeah, let's net him, Bob. A little easier on the fish.
Boy, that's a nice one. Look at that guy. Is that 18 inches, Mike?
Yeah, 17 to 18, I'd say right in there. Just a beauty.
Yep.
Right where he's supposed to be hooked. Man. Man, oh man.
Yep. Yep. Let's make a quick run to Cabela's for some fishing equipment information. Cheetah, I've been looking at these Cabela's advanced angler bags. Now, you are a tournament angler. You fish bass in tournaments, and
Yes.
you use these. How come?
The reason for it, you know, they're made out of a 600 denier product. Keeps it waterproof. You know, you're on the go. You know, you don't want a big, heavy plastic tackle box to carry around. You have the soft-sided bag. It comes with a nice strap, easy to carry.
And 4 different sizes?
Yes, we have a small, a large, a magnum, and then a super mag.
Super Mag's pretty big.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you look at that, you've got a lot of room for a lot of stuff in there.
Oh yes. Yep.
What kind of boxes are these? Are all removable, so you can kind of customize this tackle box for what you're doing?
Oh yes. Yep. It holds up to 12 in roughly a 3,700 size utility box. And you can hold 12 of them in there.
And these are, you got the dividers in there, so you can use crankbaits.
Mm-hmm.
You can put spinner baits in there.
Oh, yeah.
Plastic worms to hold it
Yep.
up.
Oh yeah. And with 12 of them, you know, a lot of guys, especially in the tournament world now for bass fishing, like to be real organized, real neat. You know, you can have certain boxes, you know, sinkers, jigs, you know, everything, plastics.
And not just for the tournament angler though, too. These would work perfect for the everyday guy.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yep. You know, your more serious guys would probably get the Magnum. This is probably one of our top sellers, and the Super Mags. You know, but then you know, you're just your everyday guys or weekend anglers. You know, the large and the small, perfect.
And you've got pockets here for utilities,
Yep. You know, you
tools,
put your
that
license.
sort of thing.
Yep. Yep. The large Magnum and Super Mags come with 2 tool holsters, where the small ones, you know, it doesn't come with it, but as you can see how small it is. You don't need too much tools to carry.
Pockets here on the side.
Yep.
There's room for everything in here.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yep. This is the Cabela's Advanced Angler Bag, and it's only available at Cabela's.
Good stuff. Those Cabela's folks are so knowledgeable when it comes to outdoor stuff, and Mike Frisch is pretty darn knowledgeable when it comes to fishing.
How we doing, Bob?
Boy, oh boy. See how that rod bends so nice?
That rod has great action.
It's got a softer tip on it. It was designed for drop shotting. It's got a softer tip. Here he comes. Oh, nice one. And look at that. What's the deal there?
Kind of rolled around there.
Yeah. It's got a softer tip, so it's more forgiving. That rod I mentioned is part of a series of rods from Cabela's called the Tournament ZX series. This rod was built specifically for drop shotting. There are rods in the Cabela's Tournament ZX series that are technique specific. If you're in need or want of a bass rod for a specific technique, you need to check out the Tournament ZX series of bass rods at Cabela's. Oh, smallmouth bass are so much fun, and that drop shot rig is a really good way to catch them. When we come back, we'll catch some more on drop shot rigs. Stay tuned. Fishing the Midwest is presented by Northland Fishing Tackle, made by fishermen for fishermen. Cabela's, it's in your nature. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Dakota Grills, release your inner chef. Lake Kabetogama in Voyageurs National Park is your year-round destination for experiencing nature at its finest. Enjoy the solitude of the pristine wilderness while having all the comforts of home available at the many full-service resorts. The fishing is world-class. So are all the other outdoor activities that are abundant in all the seasons. Cab is the perfect place for your family or a group of friends, and Cab is an easy drive from anywhere in the Midwest. Kabetogama Lake in northern Minnesota. Discover Cab now. Boat ride on the water, a concert in the shadow of legends, a day of fishing in one of the premier fisheries in the Midwest. These are just a few of the wonderful attractions Clear Lake has to offer. Nestled in northern Iowa, Clear Lake is known for its beautiful scenic landscapes, top-rated beaches, and yearly events. From the annual Winter Dance Party to the blockbuster 4th of July celebration, Clear Lake has something for everyone. Stay at the shore and explore. At Al's Specialty Marine, service is their specialty. The Brugenthies family has been in the boat business for almost 35 years. For performance and reliability, you can't beat a Ranger boat team with an Evinrude motor. Their staff knows exactly how to rig your boat for maximum pleasure. Al's Specialty Marine also has premier pontoons and a wide variety of other boats that will fit your needs. Al's Specialty Marine will do an outstanding job of taking care of all your boating needs.
Al's Specialty Marine, stop on by. Al's Specialty Marine.
Okay, we're gonna catch a few more bass in the drop shot rig, then we'll switch to impulse tubes and see if they continue to bite. Let's find out.
Go, Bob.
Smaller one.
Tell
They
him.
pick it up and carry it away. You know, they'll...
Yep. Smaller one, tell him that.
Yeah, I know. Small, meaning not as big as the last ones.
Yep.
Hey,
Still fun though.
I know. I like it a lot.
Want me to net him?
I got it.
You got him?
What kind of spot are we fishing here, Mike?
What we're on here, Bob, is an underwater point, hard bottom, weeds, hard bottom again. And those fish, sometimes they're on the inside edge of those weeds. Today it seems like they're right on the outside edge, but hard bottom is one of the keys along with this weed growth.
Huh. Mike, since we fished together last year, you have got into something called School of Fish. You've created that. What's that about?
It's a 3-hour fishing class taught in a classroom setting where we teach kids about lakes, the fish that live in them, some great ways to catch them, and then we also teach them how to tie a fishing knot and rig their own slip bobber setup.
And you did that last winter for the first time. Was it well accepted?
It was, Bob. We actually did 22 different schools across the state of Minnesota, and we graduated 458 what we call water-ready graduates, because They have the knowledge and the equipment to go fishing.
Mother Nature can provide some indicators for different fishing conditions. When coot, aka mud hens, start gathering in large groups, fall fishing is taking off. The bite will often be good somewhere on that body of water. There are other signals from Mother Nature during the various seasons that will indicate the mood of the fish.
Right underneath the boat.
Yep. I actually saw that one on the depth finder, Bob.
Did you really?
Yep.
Like smallmouth, you know, some fish, you gotta be out here early in the morning, late in the afternoon, late in the day. Smallmouth like the sun, don't they?
You're right. Midday, good time to get them. Here we go. Here he comes.
Ooh.
Not a very big one.
Whoa, how heavy is that line, Mike?
That's 8 pound. Actually, Bob, what I have is I have bionic braid with a fluorocarbon leader tied into it.
Oh, I see. And why that rig? Why braid and fluorocarbon?
Better sensitivity.
Where does the fluorocarbon come in? What's the reason for that?
So the fish can't see the line.
You get sensitivity and invisibility.
Yep, invisibility and sensitivity. And the other thing with braid, Bob, better hook setting power.
Part of the fun of fishing is trying new lures or new techniques. We know that the smallmouth are liking the drop shot rigs, so we decided to try something else. We tied on some jigs and rigged them with the new Impulse 3.5-inch tube. This size is perfect for a lot of fishing conditions. First off, here's how we're rigging them.
Okay, what I like to do when I rig a tube is I'll actually take the jig head and I'll push it inside the tube body, and then I'll pop out, I'll pop out the eyelet to tie the line in, and I'll tie the line in. The advantage to this is it actually gets that hook back further in the tube. I have better hook setting ability because I have the hook further back in the tube.
Right down there again, huh?
Yep, spot on the spot.
Spot on the spot. And the thing about these tubes is, Mike, they appeal to a wide variety of fish, don't they?
They really can, Bob, and I'm not exactly sure, this is a good fish here, what it is, but some days they will only eat a certain color. Oh, that's a nice one there.
And the other thing about being color selective is when you get on them, they're really tightly schooled and you're using a particular color and you catch a bunch of them, they'll become conditioned to that color. And if they quit biting you to change colors, you'll probably catch a few more most of the time.
Look at that guy. He's a chunk. Fun stuff.
Well, they are biting on the tube. When we come back, we'll catch a few more. Stay tuned. Fishing the Midwest is presented by Bionic Line. Your fish, your line. Beautiful Cabotogama Lake, gateway to Voyageurs National Park. Evinrude E-Tech, 300 hours, no dealer scheduled maintenance. Offshore Tackle, your leader in trolling technology.
Impulse soft baits. 143% more effective than the competition.
And the best alternative to live bait.
Unique colors, actions, scent.
Impulse soft plastics catch more fish, period. I enjoy making good food, but I would rather fish than cook, even when it's 10 below zero. That's why my family and I invented the Dakota Grill. We let the grill do all the work. I just set the temperature and my grill does the rest. Whether I smoke, grill, barbecue, or bake, your meats will always be juicy, flavorful, and healthy. Visit dakotagrills.com for recipes, cooking videos, and more, and unleash your inner chef.
When the weather turns for the worse, you need more than a hope for the best. It's why every Ranger multi-species design is geared to crush rough water while delivering solid tracking and a smooth, dry ride. Coupled with Evinrude E-Tech's power, performance, and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance, these total performance machines are built for the battle. Experience more with Evinrude E-Tech.
Lily, it's time. Coming, Mommy. Put down. That's my girl. Oh, look at you all grown up.
The more they change, the more fun it is to look back and remember. Life Touch School Photography.
At Al's Specialty Marine, service is their specialty. The Bruggentheis family has been in the boat business for almost 35 years. For performance and reliability, you can't beat a Ranger boat team with an Evinrude motor. Their staff knows exactly how to rig your boat for maximum pleasure. Al's Specialty Marine also has premier pontoons and a wide variety of other boats that will fit your needs. Al's Specialty Marine will do an outstanding job of taking care of all your boating needs.
Al's Specialty Marine, stop on by. Al's Specialty Marine.
Welcome back to Fishing the Midwest. It's fall. We're using impulse tubes to catch smallmouth bass. Let's catch some more.
See if we can get this guy in. Another one.
How heavy a line?
Now I'm using bionic braid, and I'm using 8-pound.
Yep.
And you know, Bob, the other thing, that fish, and I don't know if we picked up on it or not, hit that bait 3 different times. I felt him whack it, gone, hit it again, gone, and the 3rd time. Maybe it's operator error.
If he keeps that up, he's not going to get much bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Jump, jump, jump.
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, there certainly are some of these guys that come back.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt, you know, that they'll hit it again. That one, I was down there, pop, I said there's a fish. He dropped it, I reeled up, dropped it right back down, fish is there. Yep. I'm guessing it's probably the same fish. I think that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. So Mike, you've been involved in, well, I know you're very active teaching your daughters how to fish and that sort of thing. You take a lot of young people fishing. Why is that important to you?
My life is better because I fish, and I want to introduce others to the same enjoyment that I've had. The people that I've met, the places that I've been, and just a chance to be outside, you know, enjoying what nature gives us has made my life better. And I want to give back to the next generation.
That was a great day on the water, just like most days spent fishing. Smallmouth bass can be found in lakes and rivers across the Midwest. If you haven't given them a try, you should. I think you'll enjoy it. And if you haven't tried drop shotting or tubes, you should give them a try also. Anytime you can add a new technique to your fishing arsenal, you'll be a better angler. You know, that drop shot impulse tube is a great 1-2 combo for smallmouth bass. And these Bass Tournament ZX rods from Cabela's really did a nice job also. That was the drop shot rig, but they come in a variety of different styles and models. I'm anxious to use the shaky head. I'm anxious to use the frog. I'm anxious to use all of them. Hey, for all of us at Fishing the Midwest, thanks for stopping by. Be nice to one another. We'll see you again next time.